Boy, let me tell you what. This program is intended for a mature audience. If you are not 18 or older, stop listening and find more age-appropriate content. This show will cover serious topics in a satirical manner. If you're offended by any content herein, boy, I tell you what, that's your own problem. You've been warned. Don't try this at home or anywhere else, even in denying.
Are they gone? Good. Fuck those guys. Let's
Hey, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, dearly beloved and sanctimonious assholes, welcome to that late-night culinary excursion that is Midnight Sushi. Of course, we ain't exactly looking for food today. Are we? No? Hey, it works. Yay. Well, I guess for a little bit of excursion, though, we do have a pair of dinner guests tonight. Yes,
Hi.
it works fine, Hammer.
Dude, hello.
Hi. And yours, sir?
My name is Anthony. Hello.
Hi. And Madame?
My name is Ruth.
And the asshole to my right.
Hi.
Really? That's all you're giving me today?
I'm Hammer, of course.
That's all you're giving me? Really? You would. Well, like I've explained to these folks before, so I'm kind of wondering why they're here. Midnight Sushi is that lovely show where Bad Habits Network was founded.
They're here because you invited them.
We were really curious to see what would happen.
Yeah.
Just a little bit?
Yeah. Well, no, very.
Just a tad. I mean, you did trek all the way from Milwaukee.
Madison, for me.
But I'm from Milwaukee.
Just a bit?
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It's like an hour, whatever.
Nice. Well, thank you for coming.
Sure.
Of course.
It's nice to be here.
So as I was about to say, Midnight Sushi was founded on the great, grand, and glorious principle of Bad Habits Network. We were a bunch of folks sitting on a couch with a case of PBR and just talking about everything you never really talk about. Well, of course, then we wound up after bar time at a parking lot trying to figure out why no one's making eye contact anymore. Hammer.
What's up?
Hi.
Hi.
So, folks, what the hell brings you down here? Where did we meet at? What was it called?
It was the Naughties meetup.
And they obviously were brought down here by their vehicle mode of transportation.
Really?
I need more game.
Yeah, you moved to them again.
What?
Yeah.
What?
What?
I got nothing on me.
Yeah, you do.
No, seriously, I'm not even. I'm.
No.
I can see it from here. I gotta mess with you somehow.
Two dicks. You can pick one. God damn. See what he does to me? People wonder why I was in the hospital this morning with an ulcer.
Hey, it wasn't me who gave you that ulcer. You had a lot of help. I had a lot of help. One of the two.
Yeah, no shit. So, Milwaukee Naughties.
Mm-hmm.
And if I remember correctly, I got to beat the unholy hell out of the lovely lady.
Yeah, that's accurate. Yeah, you taught me some new tricks too, actually.
Yeah.
Practice any?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some practice in.
Nice. Does she enjoy the practice?
She's nodding her head.
She's nodding her head.
Sorry.
yes, in anticipation.
Theater of the mind,
Yeah,
folks.
it's a
She nods.
great audio show here.
Yes.
That's not a rip on you, ma'am.
Eh.
Madame.
A little bit.
Avion Mokuku.
Eh.
Also,
Celebi?
we were super curious about Hammer when we met him
Yeah.
out on the patio, because like he was
Hammer.
kind of,
Hammer really wasn't Hammer that night for a minute.
No, Hammer was his namesake for a bit.
I asked Hammer if he was a sub that night.
Yes, you did.
You can fit him between two pieces of bread. You've seen one up close.
One.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Prospect days.
Among other things, yes.
Military service.
That too. That and choice.
And you made our prospects see one up close.
And?
He didn't complain. He still comes back. We don't know why.
We don't know why anyone comes back. Oh, wait, yes, we do.
So,
Free beer.
So, what is it exactly that you guys like to do? We obviously have already admitted that because this is the most fucked up show on this network. That
Are we talking? Are we talking? What do they do, vanilla, or what do they do, kink?
well, what they do vanilla is probably the most obvious one.
We're
Each
dating.
other.
We should probably start there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how long is the show?
The show can run up to about 3 hours long if Michael
Yeah.
chooses.
Thank you.
Yeah, it kind of depends. All right, let's start vanilla and work our way towards kinky. Let's bore the hell out of our audience
Yeah,
first.
what is your Clark Kent?
My Clark Kent, my alternate identity.
Yes.
What do I do?
Ooh.
professionally?
You're Bruce Wayne. You're Clark Kent. You're Peter Parker.
Oh,
Your
okay.
your vanilla lifestyle when you're not going full naughty.
Sure. All right. Like my romantic lifestyle, or
No,
so-
your
Do for a
job.
living.
Gotcha.
The thing that allows you to go to naughties and buy the things that beat the living hell out of her.
I work at Madison Gas and Electric. I'm in the IT department. I do
Okay.
help desk stuff. I also own a business that specializes in providing synthesizers built out of vintage video game consoles.
You have my heart hands right
He's
now.
so cute. Isn't he so cute?
That is awesome.
Yeah.
My God, that is awesome. I need to talk to you after the show.
Yeah. I mean, why not during the show?
Decorum.
Okay.
Oh, I see Josh is in the room.
Hey, Mr. Schultz. Fuck your
Zinter.
couch. Yes, the Coil Jew is in the room.
The just fucking Josh.
No, Coil Jew.
Whatever.
He wanted to change his name, remember?
IT.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fairly standard but very stable and awesome IT job, but it's still an IT job. You know, like I'm much more interested in the entrepreneurial stuff, running my own business, making music, performing. I kind of do all of that stuff as promotion for my business as well. And I'm looking to start a second business soon here, probably in the e-commerce realm as
Nice.
well.
So I'm speaking to a fellow entrepreneur. That's awesome.
Yeah,
He'll have questions.
Yeah, a million.
I'd be happy to answer them.
He will probably tickle you for them.
No, I don't tickle.
That's not necessary. You can just ask me questions with your mouth. Oh, that sounded bad.
Yeah, that sounded that okay. Cheers.
Yeah. Ruth, what do you do?
I'm a hairdresser. I do hair.
Yours looks awesome.
Thank you.
It really does.
Thanks. It gets a lot of attention.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
Pretty sure I saw you roast him
fluorescent
across
yellow.
I
the
was
bar.
gonna say, dare I say, it's Super Saiyan level 1. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You probably slow down
She
traffic.
could look like Goku before she put her hair out.
I
And she's like, "Who's
maybe,
Goku?"
I don't know. I don't pay attention.
But she does have a lot of. That was the first thing I noticed about Ruth as a couple with you there. I'm trying to be very delicate. Why? Don't know. I noticed all the ink work that you do have, and I was admiring it from afar. And I know I did come and tell you that
Yes,
I was
thank you.
admiring it.
Thanks.
It is some fantastic ink work.
Thank you.
From what? Is Josh giving you live? Oh, I can hear me. I can hear me better.
Yay.
I can hear me better.
I can hear better too.
Yay, everyone can hear better.
Can I have another beer?
Oh, absolutely. Please excuse me.
Wow, Hammer's the beer bitch tonight.
Your show, dickhead.
That's right. So I get to be beer bitch tomorrow.
She is closer to the fridge.
So yeah,
So
I'm a
that doesn't matter.
hairdresser
We've
and
had prospects sit over here, and he's had to be our beer bitch without spilling a drop.
So it really is a power struggle between you two.
Yeah, sometimes.
Do you guys ever bang?
No. No, he's monogamous.
Oh yeah.
That too. Hey, you have evidence of 2 monotonies, at least once upstairs.
Thank you.
Josh, take it easy. Down, boy. Heel.
What happened now?
He's telling her to get on that mic like a dick.
I think you need to turn the gain up just a scotch on hers. Also, while Michael's figuring that out, this episode has been brought to you in part by ResurrectionVapor.com. Check them out for the greatest and most flavorful e-juices, High Max or Max High VG. They like to get down and trashy and keep it a little classy. That's why they're here with us, folks. So that's ResurrectionVapor.com.
Yay, and we have to talk about them every show.
Well,
We love them.
they signed the new contract.
I know. I love them.
Is this how vape companies get noticed nowadays. Like
A
I was
lot of
saying
them,
earlier before we were on the air, I was looking at starting a vape business for a while, and like you can't advertise on Google.
There's a lot of provisions on Facebook, Google, even Yahoo has.
No tobacco or tobacco
Which
supplicant
is
products.
still
There's just
still
no
an
way to
argument.
advertise on the major channels, so you got to go into these little niches.
Yeah.
And like this is a niche, right?
Yes,
here.
it is.
We're here.
And we reach our tens and tens of listeners.
Nice.
Hey, it's always a good time with us. It's like especially another good time on the 14th. We'll be up at Ideal Vapor in Portage, Wisconsin. All-day event. I believe it's, 10 a.m. till whenever the beer runs out. Because it's Wisconsin. There will be beer. It's us. There will be beer. Cloud comp, costume comp, deals, giveaways. Hammer in a very interesting costume.
What is it going to be?
I don't know. I just know there will be beer involved.
What day of the week is it?
Saturday.
Yeah, I
Saturday
work.
the
So what's he
14th.
wearing?
We'll be live on Facebook too, so I can't give. I've been sworn to secrecy by one of our founding members. But I did give people a chance to figure out if it was going to be Macho Man Randy Savage or someone else or another someone else.
What is that?
This is the Clock Tower Vapor Sprocket, which is peach nectarine.
Which we picked up from another one of our sponsors, Vapin' USA.
5 great locations in and around the Wisconsin area. You can check them out at vapinusa.com. 2 great locations in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. 2 great locations in Green Bay, Wisconsin. 1 fantastic location right there in Marinette, Wisconsin. Way to heck up Derry. So check them out. Tell them Bad Habits Network sent you.
They might give you nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Might kick you out.
Well, the way we were at that one event, maybe no, that was a great event.
Yeah, it was a fantastic event. We found the only lesbian who can take a dick joke.
As well as that fantastic vodka.
A lot of us
I
took
thought you
that.
were going to say the only lesbian that could take a dick. I didn't realize you were going to.
Continue on with that joke. Wow.
No, because then that's bi. Come on, we have that conversation before.
She might still identify as lesbian.
Lesbian with alcohol influences.
I don't know.
No, she said strictly on the record she's single on the weekends.
Ah, okay. And what, married during the week?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't want to delve into it
Why not?
because
Was.
I respect her way too much because I know that little lady can kick my ass.
Yeah. All right, so hairdresser, IT entrepreneur, inked to high heaven and
No,
lovely
I still-
artistry.
Thank you. I still have lots of space.
I know. I've beaten most of that other space. And I'm pretty sure he's studied every other bit of every other little space.
This vape is good.
She's got a couple that you haven't seen yet. Pretty nice.
Josh, if you want to fucking adjust the board, get in here and do it yourself.
What's the problem? What's he complaining about?
No, he's just giving EQ advice when we've done that every damn show.
No. Just
Who is this person?
he's Josh is our manager.
Oh, where is he?
He could not join us today due to reasons of family, but he is listening in right now. And what?
Nothing.
Is it me again?
No.
You're looking for? Hello?
It's John Cena! Had to do that. Yeah, he's AIDS right now, so he's out and about at home.
What do you mean? What?
Josh.
He's he's AIDS right now. He's out and about at home.
Yeah.
What does AIDS mean?
What?
Besides AIDS?
It's Josh. We try not to ask.
Sorry about your AIDS, Josh.
Nah, you might just be full-blown yesterday. What?
I'm not saying a word. It's your show.
Yeah, but you
You're the
facepalm.
You're the one that's going to have to deal with the ramifications of this.
Only 3 times. Emphasis on the ram, less on the ifications. So, all right. So we've done the vanilla.
You know, only a select few people are going to get that joke.
Is that it? That's all for vanilla. What do you do for a living? And then
Well,
moving
yeah.
on.
Well, we know you've already said
there's
the
other
cities you
things.
guys live. I mean, all right. We talked earlier. You're vegans and vegan-ish.
Yeah, that's correct.
I'm plural vegans, and he's veganish. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that works.
Well, that's obvious because he probably
I
eats
guess
you.
that is repetitive.
so
Yeah.
Redundancy makes great comedy.
Yeah, no. Ruth is like a full-time vegan. She's not like anal about it though. Like I've dated vegans that object to honey, and
That's an agricultural byproduct. I don't.
yeah,
yeah, in which case they're making it. They what?
Okay, she said two key hot phrases when I talk to anyone who identifies as vegans. Yes, that was your word. You said agricultural byproducts. Does
Yes.
that also include like milk,
No.
eggs? Okay.
No, I guess for me, where I draw the line with something like honey is the mistreatment of animals. Bees are, to my knowledge, I'm sure someone would try to prove me wrong, not being mistreated in the production of honey. They're being supported, and bees are very important. I feel good. I eat things that make me feel good, and I think everyone should do that.
So carrots, cucumbers.
No, I eat
Dude.
I eat cupcakes and ice cream and
You're not allowed to do that.
Wait.
no, I eat horribly. I mean, I don't eat horribly, but I mean, we indulge in lots of amazing things. I think people associate veganism with going without, and it is completely untrue. There's really nothing that I miss. There's so much amazing food out there, and it might like limit what you can eat at home, but I don't really think that's a bad thing. Like, I don't think you should be able to just like eat whatever you want whenever you want. That's a very
No, it is
American thing to do.
Very.
And it's not serving us well. So I don't think we don't go without at all. So we
And-
still
and-
go out to eat all the time and have really amazing food. And he cooked last night, and I mean,
And you'll have to forgive the awe because this is actually a dual first now for Michael as well as a singular first for the network. We've never had a vegans on.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that pluralization. It's kind of
do you mean vegan, or you've never had a vegan?
We've
No,
never,
we've never had a vegan on the
in-
network.
in studio.
Really?
Yes.
huh?
Or anyone who openly identified, I should say.
Okay.
Who admitted it, or I guess.
Okay, well, there is a stigma because, if I may, there's a lot of quote unquote meat eaters that will look down upon vegans.
Well, and vice versa. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
assholes in every group. I mean,
Well,
that's just
yeah.
the reality of it.
There's always extremists.
Well, I think some people get off on, arguing about it. That's cool, whatever. I don't.
Oh, you don't get off? Shame on you.
No, arguing about it.
I'm
She
very
doesn't get-
non-confrontational. So
I have some
Killjoy.
of those friends who are like, "How dare you feed me my food's food? Like this is inappropriate."
You've met Raven. I understand.
I mean, and I've eaten meat before in my life, and it is delicious. I totally get it. I mean, I understand what is delicious about those things. I just cannot. I know better, and I can't. I have to.
Michael,
I cannot.
May I? Mm-hmm. Okay. You've been a omnivore before.
Sure. Yeah. In pregnancy, I was.
Okay.
Yeah. I ate whatever the fuck I wanted.
Awesome. Okay. What transitioned you? Pardon the phrasing, but what transitioned you into being a full-time vegan? Outside of barring the pregnancies.
Honestly,
Pregnancy.
it was a conversation with a friend, and he said, he said, I think the world would be a better place if everybody was vegan. And I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I agree with you, and just decided to try it, and didn't look back. So
Okay.
I don't know. It was a well-made point, and I was like, yeah, I can't disagree with that. You're right. So that's that.
I feel like it's easier to be a hedonistic vegan in Milwaukee than it is in Madison, though. I mean,
we still have things that we enjoy. We still haven't been to Green Owl.
Green Owl.
Can you
it's-
change your hours, Green Owl? Because damn, we
Right,
cannot.
yeah, that and honestly, it's like nothing to write home about.
Ugh.
Like it's decent.
But they take such pretty pictures on
Like,
Instagram.
yeah, but sometimes images can be misleading.
Yeah.
Like you can
I know.
you can plate something really amazing that is
I
like
lost some
pretty
weight.
mediocre.
I'm telling you, go vegan. Like, I eat donuts. We eat, like, anywhere that we go that has a vegan baked good, we get 2 of them.
Oh, yeah.
And you just naturally, it makes you eat less. I mean, I think that people need to remove, there's so many people. You can do a vegan vacation. You can go to New York City and eat breakfast, lunch, dinner at a different restaurant every night of every single meal and have amazing meals. I understand the deliciousness of meat. I totally get it. But there's a lot better food out there.
Right, and I like to try them. I like to mix them with protein. Like I told you guys earlier, I was a chef for 12 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I've done vegan menus. I've done diabetic menus.
Yeah.
I've done paleo menus. I've done a lot of different types of menus. It's not
And I've
that
tried that.
difficult.
I was paleo for a bit, quite a few years
Did
ago.
we? Sorry to interrupt. Did we explain what paleo is? Because I know we have some. I know we have some listeners out there that are like, "Yeah, it's paleo."
We have one keto.
We don't have to have any more food conversations. It's really, I mean,
Aw.
I guess we can. Sorry.
And like I apologized earlier. You're kind of like for us, kind of like a first rare commodity. It's dare I say, we're very, very, very curious about the vegan. I know there's more to you than the vegan, but it's very fascinating. And,
Janesville, Wisconsin. I mean, there's vegans fucking everywhere. I mean, it's not. Sorry, am I allowed to swear?
Yeah. Oh, for the fuck love of Christ, please swear.
Fuck shit gravy. Let's go.
I mean, there's. I don't know. It's not. I mean, sure, cool. Thanks. I don't know.
I just don't want to put you. I just don't want to make you feel like you're put on a spot. It's just.
No, I just act this way.
It's kind of what she's here for, actually.
Yeah. Could you not talk to me? Actually.
Okay, you got it.
Cool. Yeah.
Too bad.
Well, it's your show, not mine.
You're being summoned.
I understand that.
Hammer,
Yeah, I know.
tend to the munchkin.
He's fine. I want to hear more of this. I'm fascinated.
All right,
That's a
so
question, I don't
how
know.
long have you two been together? Where did you guys first meet?
We met on Tinder.
Tinder dates.
Yeah. Well, Anthony was in town for Summerfest with a friend,
Yeah.
and
I was checking out the Rhymesayers stage. So, like, A$AP Rock and Atmosphere, all those guys.
and I work like a few blocks from Summerfest, which sucks during Summerfest. I call it Bummerfest. I hate Summerfest.
I don't like Summerfest either.
Now, is it because it's deader than a necrophiliac's girlfriend, or are you guys busier than a beaver in a forest?
We change our hours, so we don't stay open in the evening because drunk people wander in, and it's too hard to get out of that part of the city. So it's I lose money during Summerfest.
Oh, that sucks.
But whatever. Enjoy your music, Chicagoans. It's no one local anymore. It's people from Madison that go.
To it.
I know. I'm not talking.
Yeah.
I don't like
When I talk,
I'm
Summerfest,
talking
so
to
I'm
it.
just not a fan, really.
But and I can understand. It's just I worked at it for quite a few years and had my Summerfest experience. So anyway, I work a few blocks from Summerfest and we match on Tinder and we started talking. I don't even know.
How long ago was that?
I would say around 3 months now.
Yeah, it's
probably.
not long. It's not long.
Well,
I
it seems
guess.
to be meshing well between you two.
Yeah, so far so good.
So, what was the Tinder profile like? Tall, dark, quiet? Just really
I'm
wants to
pulling
get
mine up. I'll pull it up.
just kind of wants to tie you up.
Ruth's no, there wasn't actually any mention
No.
of like DS stuff or BDSM.
No, not at all.
I was gonna say, IT entrepreneur seeks hairdresser.
No, I mean,
That's kind of what my profile says now. but
yeah, it's like
Not at the
you have a
time.
thing for hairdressers.
I
He
do.
totally has a thing for
Stylists.
hairdressers.
Well, that's the effort that goes into it, right?
Well, no, look at his quaff. I don't blame him.
Well, now he gets free haircuts.
Exactly.
That was not my intention, but it is a nice bonus. Yeah.
Here, you want to see this? That's my profile.
Hammer, you're on it.
Stylists they're well put together and they know how to hold a conversation with just about anybody. So like having somebody that, if not necessarily extroverted, knows how to hold a conversation is still really important because I'm a super social person and like I want my partners to be social too. So like as a profession, stylist is a good partner to have for me. It's just something I've observed.
And I'm nowhere near as extroverted as he is. But I mean, professionally, I am. You know, in service, I am. But as a person, I'm not. So I'm really more of a hang out and watch stuff kind of person most of the time.
Well, yeah, I mean, hairdresser, indulgent. I love karaoke, world travel. My favorite cities are Toronto and Rishikesh. Where's that?
India,
Ah, okay. Have you been there?
I have.
Shukriya.
Nice. Walking, laughing, being impulsive, incredibly down to earth, here to learn about and experience new people and have fun doing that. Mostly unhealthy vegan foods, strong beer, strong coffee, music I can dance or cry to, family, equal parts city and country mouse. How cute.
But somehow it ended up, I don't know, going in that
If
direction
you
pretty
want,
quickly.
there's mine.
I think it started with, did you send me the video first or did I leave you the voicemail first? In the beginning of us like starting to talk to each other, I like leaving orgasm voicemails. But he also sent me a video of him masturbating to a picture of me.
Yeah,
video of me?
you had sent me pics.
So like it kind of quick. I mean, we obviously had a little bit of conversation about just like common interest and stuff, but it pretty quickly went to masturbation videos and orgasm voicemails.
I mean, you're
for
in
whatever
Milwaukee,
reason.
gotta
Yeah.
connect somehow.
Yeah.
Right?
The funny thing is, like, she had told me a bunch of stories about how she was just like hooking up with like biker dudes that looked like they wanted to fuck her to death. So when I went out there, I was like, I'm not sure if I can sleep with this person on the first date.
And we didn't.
No,
We
we did
didn't.
not.
Just
she was
cuddling?
actually still living with her partner at the time.
Yeah.
So we didn't have like a bed to go to. If we were
No.
gonna fuck, we were gonna do it like behind a dumpster.
Yes, it was mentioned.
And
but
we considered it.
We
but
decided against it.
Ultimately, we delayed until the next date, and I'm glad we did.
Yeah.
I know. Makes the heart grow fonder. It's like something to look forward to, right?
Yeah.
Especially since you guys were already getting the more interesting introductions out of the way.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, learning, well, I mean, obviously, especially in the BDSM world, I mean, once that barrier is broken, it's like, oh, you're kinky too? Sweet, we can talk
Sure,
about that
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I don't think we really needed to have that conversation.
No, that was never like taught. That's where it went.
It just happened.
No, we still have never like had that conversation.
So you're into kink, right?
Well, yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure the masturbation video and the orgasm voicemail kind of knocked that wall down for you.
First. No,
I mean,
I
must
sent you
have
some
had
pictures.
I had a nude to jerk off onto.
Yes, yeah, I
so,
sent, yeah.
Like I remember.
I throw
pulling
those
it up on the
around.
iPad or something like that. Yeah.
So a nude to jerk off onto. So you had it saved
Yeah,
on
and
your
then
computer?
he sent
or-
me.
iPad.
I had iPad.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so he
pulled
was
it up
looking
on
at the picture
iPad.
on the iPad.
Yeah, it was kind of like laid out and staged.
I
It
might
was
s-
probably the
I
most
might
effort.
still have. Oh no,
The
you
most
took
effort
it down.
I've
You got
probably
two
ever
arms.
put into something
I mean,
like that before.
so let me guess,
But
maybe
why?
3 lit candles.
No.
I mean, you were in Milwaukee. Like, how do you connect sexually to somebody that's an hour away
There's
that
lots
you
of
haven't
people- I mean-
really met yet?
Yay, technology.
Like, how do you get them interested in
The
wanting
answer
to
to
fuck
that
you?
question is easily.
You show yourself jerking off on them.
Nah,
Yeah, like,
you don't even. Nah, I mean, I guess
it
it
worked.
I mean, I met my ex through Furcadia. You know, just in the more adult section area of it. Just an online RPG, and just my first day on there, and we talked. What?
I didn't know what Furcadia was.
Me neither.
Now you know.
I still don't know what it is.
Yeah.
MMORPG. That's,
Yeah, MMORPG, and you
Those are
just
letters.
write your
Can
own
you
story.
can you say?
Massive multiplayer online role-playing game.
Ah, sure. Okay.
You write your own backgrounds. You write your
Do you
own.
LARP?
I can.
Just wondering. We have a pretty big LARP community in Milwaukee. Like people in a park by my house, they're always out.
You've
there
seen
doing
my guitar case. I think I could build something.
Okay.
You've experienced my guitar case. Well, some of my guitar case.
I've used boffer tools in BDSM settings before.
Really?
Yeah, that was fun. My partner at the time had crafted some sort of like no, it was her husband actually. He had built a wrench, like a big like foamy red looking crescent wrench. And I was like, I know what I want to use this for. Worked perfectly.
Honey, come here. Bend over.
Yeah, it was great. Highly recommended.
And then, if you sharpen the prongs just right, it could be used as kind of a dildo, too. Especially rear entrance.
It was kind of No, it's
And she
too
wouldn't have to
girthy-
move at all.
Too girthy for that.
Well, like I said, all you got to do is just shape the
We know
crescent
That's
part
not for
right.
you to decide.
we know a person who would challenge that.
She wasn't the type to be anally challenged like that. She was kind of new to the whole experience. shall
Well,
we
I
say.
wasn't thinking anal, but I mean, well, hell, if you want to go that way, go for it.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, essentially, you just treat it like a 4-foot-long rabbit.
Somebody call Ruby, please?
Oh. You'd want to.
I've seen.
Uh-huh. Someone we know took a baseball bat.
Good for them.
Here?
No.
No.
That's not allowed.
No.
Oh, wait. No, I thought. You said can't be penetrated, right?
Correct.
Or penetrated by another human being, or just
No
I
penetration.
believe that word
Penetration.
is.
Like penetrated where?
Yes.
Penetration.
Yeah,
Okay.
Unfortunately, the answer to that is just penetration, and yes, is not allowed.
Self penetration?
Penetration.
Damn it! All right.
Were you planning to self?
No. I was thinking if you remove a couple of ribs and practice yoga.
Okay, Marilyn Manson.
Just always looking for a way to kind of break the rules without just like fucking shattering them. I suppose.
I was
Oh,
going
yeah,
to say,
bend limits till they scream.
Yeah. Exactly.
you've been in a union before.
Yeah, I have.
So bye.
Oh, some great, glorious dinner guests we have on tonight.
I'm enjoying this.
All right, so we've covered how you met. We covered what you all do. We covered where you live. I'm smart enough not to ask her age.
32.
I said I'm
30.
smart enough not to ask. That means you're supposed to lie about it.
She did.
I know.
I don't. Age
33
doesn't really
for
matter
me.
to me. It doesn't. Whatever.
Yeah.
I've met people that don't know what day they were born. It doesn't really. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I heard the Deuce Tree from Anthony.
3-3.
Double threes. Yeah. 30. And hammers 40?
No, 36.
36, okay. It's the job. It's the stress.
It's the mileage.
And not enough alcohol.
Wubble hubba dub dub.
Help, I'm in excruciating pain.
I want some more of the apple pie. Actually, could you pass it over here, please?
Yeah, of course. That apple pie moonshine brought to us by a resident asshole who needs to make more.
No, he did. We have a whole gallon of it in the fridge.
Did I say stop?
It's really good. Thank you.
Remember, ow, ow, stop, no, don't is not a safe word. We've established this, Hammer.
As the Turkish so aptly put it, afitosen.
Hmm?
It's it's like their bon appetit.
Ah, fair enough. All right, so... All right, kinks.
Kinks.
Let's just break the wall down.
Yeah, fuck the wall.
I think we're still figuring that out. Honestly, I mean, what do
Yeah.
we
All
what do we
right.
what do we have
Well,
nailed
all right,
down?
then... Her. All right,
that
all
would
right,
be
how
strapped down.
long have you guys known you've been the way that you are?
Let's start with you.
I mean, for me, I started when I was 13. When I figured, okay, I'm psychologically fucked up.
Oh, do you want to talk about it?
And? You want me to go first?
Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna put a hammer down on that one. No.
Just because it
The
may
host-
start
the host-
underage?
No, the host. For one, it goes underage, and for two, host usually goes last. It's complimentary and customary.
Well, I know that. I was going to let them go
And
first.
I honestly couldn't answer it. I mean,
Okay, let me rephrase. How long have you been involved in the community?
a few months. I mean, before that, I guess, I mean, like what Anthony had talked about. I mean, it's something that I've sought out for a while, but I didn't realize that there were like safe consensual, like I picked up bikers in bars, like Hell's Angels, because I thought that that's what I wanted, but no, that's not actually what I wanted. So as far as like identifying as anything, like I started the first few naughties that I went to, everyone was like, what's your FetLife name? And I was like, what's that? I don't know what that is. I mean, so that's pretty recent for me. I think like seeking it out as a social, I mean, that's since I met him.
I know you do actually have a background in pain, however. Like, I've seen the suspension pictures. So, like, this might not be necessarily like an impact play thing, but you certainly have prior experience.
And
Are
body
we talking-
modification.
Well, tattoos are a given there. Are we talking like hook suspension,
Yeah.
rope suspension? Oh,
Yeah, I'll show you
fun.
pictures. I've done implants, so if you,
Yeah,
you can see, I had.
nice.
I've done some scarification branding and then a few suspensions. So that's, I don't know, I guess for people that don't know, it's when you hang from hooks in your body. I've done about 6 of those before.
Most famously done by Chris Angel, that was on Mind Freak, I believe the show was. Where
Well,
he
Yeah.
hung from
and I
hooks
would
on a
also
helicopter.
put,
And also long practice by the Native American Sioux.
I would
during
also
the-
put childbirth in that category. I have had 2 incredibly long natural childbirths as well.
That's right.
I mean,
You
Congrats.
said you loved it, and
I
you
absolutely
would
love
have
it.
all the babies.
yes,
if you
I
could.
would. Unfortunately, it would kill me.
Yeah.
I have no
Interesting.
internet down
I've
here.
never
Is
thought
there
about
Wi-Fi down
childbirth
here?
as a kink before.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, orgasmic birth is a thing, actually.
I totally believe it.
Yeah.
Hammer, do you want to get her the Wi-Fi?
I'm working on it. I just heard orgasmic birth, and the wheels started turning again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a thing. Orgasmic birth is a thing. I mean, I think anything like that, it's kind of transcendent.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a drug trip. I mean, natural birth is like a drug trip. Suspension is like a drug trip.
Right.
Getting smacked is like a drug trip. It's all just altered states of mind, I guess.
Finding a weird guy in a bar who has a guitar case is a drug trip.
Hey, yeah.
All right. Your kink, sir.
My
Or your... What's in your guitar
He has an
case?
amazing Tumblr.
Tumblr?
Yeah. Don't
What?
you have? Yeah, the Tumblr you sent me. What was that?
Oh,
Your-
wow.
Social
That's
media
just like
profile.
a fucking reposting porn
I
blog.
know. Well, it's. I mean,
Whatever.
it's curated.
Yeah.
He curates
actually,
porn well.
I was not really all that aware of the fact that I was interested in kink or even dominance until a very short time ago. I would say I came into this in the
We're
last
babies.
half a year.
Nice.
Honestly, like up until this point, I've actually been avoidant of things like impact play. Like I've been asked to spank people and choke people before, and it was a turnoff, honestly. But
I've been on the other side of that.
yeah, prior to Ruth,
I just rolled my eyes.
I had met somebody that was very clearly a submissive, and there was just like no way to communicate with this person outside of becoming a dom. So like I hesitantly kind of started putting on like the behaviors and found that it actually fit me extremely well. So I went out to a kink event in Madison, KGN, and I got my ass beat by a very large, muscular woman. And afterwards, I was like, okay,
Tattoos, leather vest with wings on the back.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm like, after that, I was like, okay, I'm ready for impact play. Like, I understand that this isn't actually about pain anymore. Like, this is like presence. It brings you here now. You're there. You're feeling it. Like, your mind isn't really anywhere else. You're just
Yeah, it
there.
zeroes out your brain.
yeah, and like the serotonin starts going. And yeah, it was incredible. Like by the end of it, like she used her fists on me. That
know
was
the
my
lady.
favorite tool. Like all those thumpers, whappers, whippers, all of that's great. Fists. That's where I'm at. And
Nice.
afterwards, I was shaking.
I've had it done.
Literally uncontrollably shaking.
You've done suspension before?
And afterwards, I was just like, yeah, this is it. I know it. Like, I can do this. And I want to do this, and I can give this to other people. It's fantastic. It was really good to, like, get over that fear.
Well, yeah, you faced probably one of the worst case scenarios. I mean, I had to build a table for KGN just for her. Because as much
Yep.
as one of the rules says, do not slam people into tables,
Oh, yeah.
she does.
She'll stand about 5 feet
That
back
sounds
from the
phenomenal.
table, and she'll just, like, sort of crack her knuckles and stare at you. Like, I've watched it happen to other people. And like, you can't actually see it as it's happening to you, but you can sort of lay there afterwards and watch her work on somebody else, and it's an amazing thing to see.
Yeah, I know. Her and I have played the Who's the Better Sadist game before.
I haven't seen her do any like elaborate flogger work though.
She doesn't.
Yeah.
That's not her thing.
Sure, I'll take one.
And it's mine just because I'm good at it. I prefer to use my hands, but, well, people love leather.
On the topic of floggers, I would like to purchase one or two from you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm interested in your Angry Badger.
My pair of poi? Are you... Yeah. Well, no, they're curved handle, not poi. Those are those little fuckers. Yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Discuss leather options, that sort of thing. Are you looking for a stingy, thuddy? Actually, I should probably ask this to her.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
Stingy,
say.
thuddy?
Thuddy.
Really thuddy?
Yeah.
No sting?
I mean, some is fine. I mean, I don't know. How far up did I get in the case?
Not very. And
What do you
obviously,
mean?
because...
We got
No.
to all but the last.
Yeah, but we didn't run through all the techniques that I can do.
No, we didn't. That's true.
Unfortunately,
But I'm
because
pretty
of the-
sure we also got in trouble.
Yes, we did.
Did we actually get?
Well,
Are we
We
the reason
did.
they stopped it?
No, well,
no,
someone
it
was
wasn't-
working before us, too.
It wasn't you
And
guys.
that was way
it
noisier.
It wasn't you guys. It was me. And I'll own that.
What did you do?
Yes.
Michael! No, I can't get smacked there. Yeah, you, okay.
Well, fine. I'm a
Some of
sadist.
us
I do
want to
house
go there
calls.
and get... No, I like being in public.
Yeah, and sanctuary's a thing.
Well, we have to talk about that after this, because I want to go to that.
Well, we can talk about it here.
Okay.
All right. Well, for folks who don't know, Madison does have its own dungeon/community center. The entirety is called the Freya Project. Just look it up, freyaproject.org. The dungeon/community center itself is called Sanctuary. They run twice a week, Fridays and Saturdays during membership hours. It's $15 a year for the membership fee, so they can pay for all the paperwork and all that fun shit. And then they have day passes and monthly passes available. Well, do you want to go take a break and I can just continue talking about Freya Project for a bit, or do you want to vape?
I don't like vaping.
Not
I'm
at all?
sorry.
No.
I support you all. It seems delicious, but I like smoke in my lungs. I like my throat to hurt. Sorry. So it's in the same location, obviously undisclosed. So
Yes.
it stays in one place. Okay, cool.
And it's permanent structure, permanent building. The toys are all of the equipment is built to my standard of overkill, to where they want the furniture to be the sturdiest thing in the damn building. And they are.
I want to go.
You, huh? Well, hell, maybe we can all make a weekend.
But we have to someone has to vouch us in, right?
No.
No?
No,
Really?
they run their own background checks.
Okay.
You got the name. That's enough of a vouch.
Yeah.
The rest of it is they run their background checks. You fill out the information. If they find anything interesting, they'll call you.
Okay.
And then it's
I've never
fun.
even been pulled over for speeding.
Aw,
No, it's okay.
how sad.
I dislike cops greatly.
Handcuffs are fun.
Yeah.
Complaining?
Huh?
Complaining?
What?
Yes.
Huh?
Hi, Hammer.
Welcome back.
Taking care of the tiny humans. Is your microphone even on?
I keep trying to tell you, my game needs to be turned up. Amazingly so.
I'm
There.
gonna go smoke a cigarette now.
Enjoy. So, she wants Thuddy, and unfortunately for at least the next 3 months, Naughty's is out, but she is interested in Sanctuary.
Why is Naughty's out for the next 3 months?
No plays allowed.
No, right, I got that, but
She wants public play.
can we just walk outside?
No, because then that's technically assault.
Is it?
Yeah, to hit another... Wisconsin is a no-witness state, so if you hit another person, you don't even need a complaining witness. A cop can just say, nope, assault, bye.
Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Yeah,
You know,
even if it's consensual.
working with your techniques, I kind of started to draw this parallel between flow and BDSM. Like this Florentine thing you were showing me, like I've seen this done by people with poi before, and they're not actually hitting somebody. And then when I was working on somebody not too long ago, I was doing this technique, and I was like, I don't actually feel like I'm inflicting pain on this person. I feel like this is just like sensory play. This is almost like I'm a car wash or something, and I'm just sort of giving them these like tingles. Like,
it is very much a sensation, and that sensation ranges from stingy to thuddy, depending, scratchy, depending on what you're using, and all that fun shit.
The more I do it, the less it seems like taboo or kink to me. It just
is.
Yeah, I don't really understand why that would be so offensive to anybody. I understand that it is.
It's just now that
they should probably try it before they knock it.
AKA,
that's what
folks,
I'm saying, and I'm guess.
One of the number one things in the kink community, don't yuck on other people's yum. You want to bitch about it, try it first, because then you never know.
I like the Tom Robbins reference. That's always good. That's what novel is that? Yuck other people's yum. That came from Still Life with Woodpecker. There we go. Have you heard this before?
No.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
He was saying don't yuck other people's yum. And I was saying that came from a novel.
Yeah.
It's Still Life with Woodpecker. I should, I'll send you a link and you can read the book. It, like, changed my life when I was, like, 15.
And, of course, folks, like we always say on Bad Habits Network, we do encourage people to enjoy their bad habits responsibly. You know, if you're drinking, use a fucking glass. If you're smoking, get off the cancer sticks.
No way.
And if you're kinky, well, I mean, rack it up. Risk assumed consensual kink, folks. Come on, educate yourself, be safe, know what the fuck you're doing. Or at
Consent
least
is
learn
awesome.
from someone else you're using.
What?
Smell good stuff.
I smoked a cigarette.
I like the smell.
Me too.
I mean, it's kind of one of those really nice, safe things. So, anyways, before you stepped in and before she stepped out, seemed like she was edging towards...
You said edging.
Yeah, I know. There's a reason I did that. That she was hedging towards probably a night out at Sanctuary.
Yeah, she sent me a link to the Freya project earlier today.
Yep.
I don't know too much about it, but I figured I could definitely ask you guys.
Yeah.
Get some info.
Well, geez, I just happen to know just about everything about it, considering my mentor helped build it.
Is it invite only?
Yes and no. Obviously, just to get the name in and of itself is somewhat invite only, because they don't openly advertise across the internet, except for that it is a community
kind
center.
of ungoogleable. Like, I looked up, like, Sanctuary Madison, and
Right.
I was kind of impressed by how ungoogleable it was.
Well, that's pretty much the vouch part of it. The rest of it is that you go to the website, you've put in your information, you pay for your background check, which is $15 yearly, which does get you into all the free events, the classes. Like, they have rope classes, they have flogging classes. I'll be starting an interrogation class.
Really?
Yeah. What can I say? I love asking questions. I love people answering them, even when they don't want to.
I really like that.
Yeah. So essentially, it membership is a vouch. So, and then, like I said, they have day passes, they have monthly passes, just whatever tickles your fancy. It's like, let's see, one of the free events they had there, because it is also a community center. They had an art show, well, have an art show, and they'll be doing monthly art shows. And then, obviously, after the art show, they'll leave what they can up. They just had a concert there by a Prince tribute band that actually sold out the Orpheum now twice. And all sorts of classes and asses and just fun things to beat. So now, getting back to toy section, you said you're interested in learning the Florentine. Does that mean you'd like an alternative to Florentine as well? Maybe just one big thing that makes her go, ouch?
I'm interested in all the things, really. So my toy collection is pretty minimal and completely do-it-yourself at this point. I have 2 pretty long paracord floggers that I built. And then maybe a month ago or so, I bought a pair of leather pants. And I had enough excess strap left over from like the cinches on the sides to actually make this small flogger out of like 4 pieces of leather that
cute.
she fucking loves. She's like all about it. And yeah, like it's the best part of the pants was actually the excess from the pants.
Yeah,
because
because
cut off.
the funny part about it is
taped
that
together.
so he bought those for an event. We went to something at Plan B in Madison, and we were there for like,
Leather and lace.
yeah, we were there for not long at all because we had to go home.
Yeah. We weren't there.
That's
super
a
long.
common issue for us. We leave social events because we simply must go home.
Aw. Go home, do things. Each other, mostly.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with bad habits, folks. All right, so... All right, what other fetishes you guys do? Because, I mean, you do suspension. He loves impact, for now.
I love impact as well.
Like, any other kinks or fetishes? Or is it mostly exploring at this point? So,
I like doing bondage. I actually tried it on her on a very, very light mode last night, and it didn't work out. Like, she actually has some claustrophobia stuff. So, I don't know. We'll see if we can push.
But I have been
that
tied up
boundary
before,
a
so
bit.
it's just about timing.
Also, she got her collar yesterday.
aw, very lovely.
Yeah. So,
Congrats.
she's adjusting
Yeah.
in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Just service overall in general, or what? Do you mind if I inquire as to your dynamic, or is that
No,
more?
sure, whatever.
All right. So, what is part of your dynamic? Like, what did you guys negotiate?
I guess the coolest thing about it is that I would say that we have kind of a different thing because we live in different cities. So when we're together, obviously it's each other. But other than that, like we don't really, I mean, dare I say, I don't really care what he does. I mean, I guess you identify as polyamorous, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, he dates more than one person, and so do I. I mean, he dates more than one person, like, seriously. I just kind of, like, get to know other people.
Getting to know you.
I don't really, I'm not interested in, like,
you.
seriously dating anyone else. I am, and I guess for me, I mean, like, this was kind of an interesting thing last night because, I mean, we had talked about it before. I'm on my second divorce. So I have an interesting relationship with
Relationships.
Yeah. I suck at them. But so far, the way that this all works out, it's awesome. I love dating someone in a different city. So like he comes to Milwaukee and everything feels kind of new and different. And I come to Madison and I've really loved coming to Madison. It's actually opening up some professional opportunities for me. And there's just something about it that really works. But I mean, he has a completely different relationship with the other person that he dates, I would say. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. She's actually talking to me about getting a collar as well. She's very interested.
As in a full-blown leather collar?
No, just something similar to what she has.
Oh.
Collar of consideration. Her name is Ashley, and she's pretty new to it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Nice.
I don't know. I'm considering the collar of consideration, I guess you could say.
Hey, those do exist. They are a thing. Trial collars. Yay.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess since no one can see what I'm wearing, I mean, it essentially looks like a piece of jewelry. I mean, I intend to wear it pretty much all the time. It's not an actual, like, collar.
Right. I mean, especially in our community, it's something that's akin to maybe a promise ring or a wedding ring.
Whoa.
Not that level of
She
permanence,
just
but
admitted she was bad at relationships.
Yeah.
I meant-
I'm
Really?
actually tomorrow getting a tattoo on my leg of a ball and chain that says never again.
Yeah, that reminds me of when we were at the Naughties event. Some older guy came up to us and he's like, "Oh my God, you two are so cute together. You need to
Total
go all the
fucking
way.
baby
You should
boomer.
start having some babies
Disgusting.
right away." And Ruth is just like dry heaving. Stop.
That's just,
stop,
I mean, that
stop.
I've been married twice. I have 2 children. That time in my life is done. Obviously, I still am part of raising them, but that's not at all what I'm looking for. And that shift in mentality of like that being the be all and end all, because it's not, don't do it, has completely changed. It's just changed the way that I approach relationships, to not say that like the goal of this is to get married and have children, because I think the vast majority of people that are living that life are fucking unhappy as shit. And I'm done doing that.
Well, everybody's got goals.
Yeah, I have lots of them.
And your goal in particular is the Fuck It Protocol, our favorite one here at Bad Habits Network.
I mean, I think I come across as careless, but I'm really anything but.
No, it's not careless. You've chosen your particular path, and your path is not the typical one.
Yeah. I guess, whatever.
Or at least the socially typical one.
Fuck social norms.
Rule 6, fuck your safe space. Yeah, like when I believe I started mentioning our particular rules to you guys at Naughties when I was explaining Bad Habits Network. Or did my slightly inebriated friend do that?
Slightly.
Refresh our memories.
Yeah, I don't really remember much. I was
We
getting
were more
smacked.
on the, let's get to the toys.
Well, fair enough. You kind of did jump right into that. It's like, please hit me, please, please.
Well, I heard someone, and I was like, and I could not stop looking. And then we went over there and started to watch for a little bit. And then we kind of wondered what what's the protocol here? Can we approach, like how open of a, because I would imagine, and we've experienced this, that the goal is to keep scenes light. But then we went in there and, I mean, we didn't do anything bad.
No. I think we waited for a lull in the proceedings to approach you and ask you if you had time for more.
Well,
And it worked out well.
Yep, I thought it did.
We gotta stop talking about this.
No, you don't.
She's getting antsy.
Uh-huh. And? So, rule 1 for BHN is say what you own what you say. If you say it, own it. Tell the truth. Come on, folks. Rule 2, family first. Yes, there's irony that it's our rule 2. Rule 3 is work before network, because, you gotta pay the job to stay on the damn network. It's not hard. Come on, be adults. As much as we all hate adulting. Rule 4, never fuck with a bad habit. Not just other people's bad habits, but don't let them fuck with you either. Rule 5, write the shit down.
Or record it.
No, it's been recorded enough times. We need to write this shit down.
Yeah.
Rule 6, fuck your safe space. Rule 7.
What is that about?
Don't be afraid to step out of your own comfort zone.
I know, but why use that particular term? It seems very like
Specific?
Tea Party-ish.
Safe space?
Yeah,
It's
come up against to say. You obviously know who's using that terminology. So
right.
And are you trying to identify as the opposite?
No, we don't identify. We only identify as bad habits.
You might want to change the language of that
No.
rule.
No, rule 1.
No.
Right.
We own it.
No, rule 1.
So what do you mean?
owning
Why
it.
do you use that terminology?
Why wouldn't a normal standard person do that to say fuck your safe space? There is.
Why should we have... All right, understandably that there is a certain amount of political correctness.
Wouldn't it be
There-
more appropriate
there-
to say fuck my safe space?
No.
Or dare we say fuck safe spaces?
Also true.
But why? How can you endorse consent and then at the same time?
Because
It's
if
the
you
terminology I have an
if
issue
you
with.
We haven't gotten to consent in the bad habits rules yet.
Yeah.
He spoke of it. He spoke of being safe and...
No, I spoke of RAC as far as BDSM, not necessarily bad habits.
Rule number 1 is kind of
So is
the
this
say
branding?
what you
Should I not get in the way of branding here?
essentially. Rule number
Great
1
rules,
say
guys.
this is why rule
doing
number
it.
1 is prevalent. It's say what you own what you say.
Mm-hmm.
To say
I'm trying to get some ownership, I guess. I'm just trying to get...
to say I give consent or do not give consent is to say, hey, we will respect you as well.
Right.
We're owning what we say. Respect is a key in any community.
Right. And if someone says, hey, don't talk about that, I'm not comfortable with
Yeah,
it,
it's
then...
specifically
it's
the use
respected.
of the word safe
Right.
space that I...
Oh, that's what
That I
you're, okay.
question.
You're going with schematics. Got it.
I mean, it's a buzzword. It's a key. It's a term. I mean, it's a hashtag.
Fuck your
I
hashtag.
mean, and it comes along
That's Rule
with
7.
certain social
11.
connotations, and I find it interesting that you would identify as open, dare I say, liberal people, and use a term like "fuck your safe space." We can talk about something else.
Let's rewind for a sec. Like, let's define what a safe space actually is.
All right, a safe space doesn't necessarily mean like you go into a restaurant that advertises, "Hey, if you're being harassed, you can come in here." We don't fuck with those safe spaces.
Okay.
We're talking about pushing comfort zones
Sure.
Right. It's
Why
essentially
use the term safe space?
because people use safe
Fuck
space
your comfort zones.
because people use safe space and comfort zone interchangeably. So if they want to engage with us and talk about the conversation,
I
then
don't
they
know.
can
Look
do
up
that.
the hashtag safe space on.
I have repeatedly. We've done our research.
We can talk about something else.
No, please.
I
We
guess
love
for me,
conversation.
safe space kind of says like this is a place where I don't have to hear your thoughts on something. Like,
Oh, okay.
This
Right.
is,
which is true. If you don't like what you're hearing, turn the fucking dial.
right.
Or-
and you say that in the beginning. Like if you are not on key with this, you can leave.
Yeah,
And
you've
please
been
do
warned.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at this point,
If you're
it
here,
is
fuck your
actually
safe space.
kind of valid to say now that you're here and you stayed here voluntarily, fuck your safe space.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, thank you. All I need
I mean,
is an
they've
explanation.
already consented to the conversation. If there is an issue with the conversation,
Definitely.
let us know, and we will own it. We will apologize for it, and we will move on.
Love it. All I need is an
Conditionally-
explanation.
conditionally
I'm not
with-
Conditionally
With
apologize. for it.
apologies conditionally.
Right.
'cause
you
that is-
apologize constantly, Hammer, to me.
That is true because I respect a female.
Military training and general gentlemanliness.
And I understand that's not a very popular, common thing, but it's the way.
I mean, I
It's
got
not
the
necessarily.
sour- I
It's
got
not
the sour
necessarily
face, I get
coddling.
it.
It's just polite.
We've actually talked about Anthony and I that people apologize to the both of us a lot. For some reason, people apologize to the two of us constantly. I mean, in public and private, we get apologized to a lot.
Yeah. I've had some really awkward apologies.
I think my favorite apology was, "I'm sorry for almost getting blood on your floggers."
Almost.
Yeah.
Try harder next time.
I didn't. It was the person next to me. They were doing a knife scene, and their
Ooh.
splashes was getting a little wide.
That's not bloodborne pathogen protocol.
No, it isn't. I mean, granted, they did as much as they could, but it was...
Sorry, she brought up BBP training.
That was hell for both of us.
Always.
Really? I enjoyed it.
I had to do it through the military.
What's different about it?
If you are any form of deviation in rules, you will get drilled.
Of course.
Not just drilled, you'll get smoked.
Same diff.
Good
in this
point.
case.
Okay.
It's more along the lines...
Sounds like a really great time.
It was a learning experience.
If you're a masochist, yes, it's a fantastic
Yeah, that's
time.
the
If you're
issue.
anything but a
That's
masochist,
the issue.
it sucks.
Why can't you just be a masochist and not join the military?
I mean, if you want to get smoked, we can do that too. Hammer, you got lessons.
I'll pass.
Bad memories.
For today, I'll pass. I've been up since 1 a.m.
I didn't mean today. I love you. I love
Panda cuddles.
So you guys
bring that
really
old
never?
A true best friend makes you question your sexuality as well as other people around you.
Good answer.
And for the most part, him and I just make each other question each other and our sanity at what little
We
of it
make
remains.
everyone on the network question their own shit.
Good
What's
one,
the
Josh.
chat room?
We got Diesel in there. He's saying, wow, he's learning a few things for the first time tonight, and he wants to put the lotion on the skin. JFJ,
It's got a great soundtrack. I think
if
it's
we
a
get
great
time in
soundtrack.
the pit, if you deviate.
What does that mean?
Would you? Lyric.
From
I don't know. Can't remember.
some
Some
sounds
random,
pretty metal.
some random music that I can't remember, so we'll just wait for him to do it. Because now that I've asked, I guarantee he'll put it up.
Internet.
Internet is a thing.
I was going to say it's about a 10-second delay.
I have to smoke something.
So go smoke something.
Okay, so there is a song by the Greenskeepers that is like the lines from Silence of the Lambs. And I really think you should play it. Like, not necessarily now, but if you could, like, broadcast that song on your channel at some point tonight.
That might not be allowed. Is that allowed?
I don't know. Is it allowed?
It is until we get a cease and desist order.
It's really
Well,
good.
yeah, because then all we got to do is tear.
I've been advised again.
Well, maybe just tell people to
something until
listen
the end of
to
the
it.
month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, anything new.
So buy the book. Damn.
Well, lawyers are a thing.
I know.
Bummer.
Hammer will know what the pit is.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, it's called marriage.
Hey, come on now.
Yes,
whatever.
missed divorce twice.
Yeah, it happens.
It sucks. Get laid.
It's
move on to the universe.
no, it's. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think we're fortunate to be able to have the option to not be married.
Right?
This is very true.
Yeah, I mean, I'm from a country where that wasn't allowed for for a long time.
What country?
I was born in Ireland.
Really?
Yeah,
Which part?
Dublin.
I remember this conversation.
You had that conversation with him. He didn't share anything with me on purpose.
I don't remember.
2 dicks.
What?
Him.
You're not allowed to be unmarried, unwed.
I mean, the Catholic Church plays a huge role. I mean, at the time that we lived there, played a huge role, and divorce is not.
It's severely frowned upon.
It's not socially acceptable.
Oh,
no, I mean, not like it is
divorce.
now. You know, where we can be
Divorce.
like, "Fuck
you-
this! I'm
you
going to the
could
courthouse."
be like a
So
cat
people
lady.
are, I mean, people are
that's-
divorced but still married because it's just not
Divorced
socially
but not
acceptable.
annulled.
Yes, I mean, even abortion there. I mean, it is a Catholic country. It is very.
Well,
I mean,
the
that
North
is
Side
why
is.
we left.
North
At
Side
all. I mean, it's there's no public. I mean, we left because there weren't public school options, and my parents didn't want us to go to Catholic school, so they emigrated to the United States to have
Just
education
read
options.
There are a bunch of women that actually have to leave that country on a monthly basis to go get abortions.
Yeah.
It's just you can't do it there.
It's ridiculous.
And they're actually smuggling like abortion drugs into the
Yeah.
country. Like there are organizations that are importing drugs illegally.
Yeah, it's
Just for birth control.
I think, I mean, that's the piece of the United States that I can appreciate is that we do, at the end of the day, we do have a separation of church and state that doesn't exist in other countries. And should we talk about fucking more than we talk about this?
Please.
Sorry. So where we talked about veganism, and wow, everyone listening to this is like, wow, wow.
Please. No, go for it.
Some people enjoy the decadence that is the ADD of this network.
I mean, here it. I mean, I know it doesn't seem like it at times, but we do ultimately, at the end of the day, have a separation of church and state that doesn't exist in other places. So my parents brought us here so that we could not. They didn't baptize us. They didn't give us citizenship. I still am not a citizen of the United States.
She
they
isn't
just.
circumcised.
I don't. I am not circumcised. No, nor
You
do
might
I,
be on Wisconsin roads,
nor
depending
did
on
I
what you guys do in the
circumcise
car.
either of my children. I still I identify as Irish. I am legally Irish.
That explains the tan.
Yeah, Hammer thought I was sunburned, and I was like, nope, this is just the color that I am. I mean, it was cloudy today. I don't know how I would. Maybe on our trip. We went on a trip last weekend, and I might have gotten sunburned. There
My
was
ex,
sun in Indiana.
my ex, half Irish, half German. She gets sunburned on a cloudy day.
Yep, I'm not meant to live on like 70% of the planet, so I know some people are not concerned about global warming, but as someone with no melanin, I am concerned about global warming because I simply cannot be outside at certain times of the day. I'm quite pale.
I know, it sucks. You just can't go outside with the umbrella.
I feel like I should tell people my FetLife name. I mean, isn't it weird to like not know what people look like? Isn't that weird?
A little. But at the same time, anonymity is a thing, and it is useful because, let's face it, like you said, this is the country of freedoms, but there are just certain things we are not free to do.
That's true. And I'm already inundated by things on there, so maybe I'm good. Never mind.
Inundated by...
Messages and everything.
On FetLife?
Oh, yes.
Really?
unsolicited...
On everything. God
So
damn.
unfair.
Are we talking like perhaps
We like to
unsolicited,
go on each other's Tinder.
unsolicited phallus pictures by any chance?
I don't mind that at all. I mean, I'll look at your dick, but if you're not interesting to talk to, I'm not going to talk to you.
Right. I mean, there has to at least be some connection, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Oh, yes. There. I mean, intellect first, always.
All right, so then that great, grand, and glorious question brings up kind of an interesting topic because you are inundated by things that would elsewise be unsolicited. Because we are actually kind of starting up our own charity foundation.
Oh, God.
Folks heard about us talk about this about 2 weeks ago, was it? 3 weeks ago?
Shots of blown sushi. Yeah, that episode.
What we want to do is we want to receive all of the unwanted dick pics from around the internet. All of them.
All right.
Just
I got a phone's worth. I mean,
email them to us, and we will 3D...
Email them to us at badhabitsnetwork@gmail.com. Do not send them to my ass personally.
So send in your
Fuckers.
dick pics. I mean, I think this might. I mean, I know they said that Kim Kardashian ruined the internet, but this might take the internet down.
Well, you see, I'm not even done yet. I didn't tell you what we want to do with them. Would you like to know?
I would love to know.
What we want to do is we'll let whoever sends them to us pick a package. Phrasing. Either 3D print or engrave them.
He has a 3D printer in his house.
You just became a business partner. Congratulations. And what we want to do is we want to sell them as art pieces. And what we're going to do is we're going to give the proceeds to special victims cases. All of them.
How are we going to 3D print a dick from a two-dimensional picture? We're going to need like an artiste here to make that happen.
We got it covered.
Whitewater is only 30 minutes away.
We got it covered.
I really can't smoke a cigarette on here.
No, my apologies.
No, unfortunately.
Actually, I'm not going to apologize for that one.
There's a product called a Clone-A-Willy.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of this? Okay.
I want one.
I'm trying to think of maybe we could find dick pic senders that are actually like egotistical and on board enough if we contact them.
Oh,
and we
so
ship them
easy. Oh
the
my
Clone-A-Willy,
God.
they'll be like,
Raven.
bro,
For a day, easy.
bro.
Raven
gonna send you
Raven
this
isn't
kit.
a dick pic. It's a muffler picture.
I'm just saying, Raven, he was talking about Clone-A-Willy. Raven would probably be the first one to sign up
Raven
for that.
installs his condoms with a ratchet. Come on.
This is very true.
Yeah, we can make this happen. We don't need a graphic artist. We could just make a mold in certain cases.
I was just thinking because of the 3D printing, I mean, it's not exactly that difficult to adjust, the parameters of such.
Right. The ridges might be kind of interesting too.
That's where we get to take some artistic license with it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You could add like spikes onto it or little buttons or Yeah.
Make Cthulhu dicks. Why not?
yeah, right? Yeah. I dig it.
Fun, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
it was.
you're about to get a bunch of dick pics from Ruth. She will take care of you now and forever.
I'm not going to apologize for that. So, I don't know.
Apologies not necessary.
Well, let's see. All right. Well, we didn't cover any other additional kinks. We kind of got sidetracked when we got to that point.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of that, and that's totally fine.
Listen to our show, Drifting.
Other kinks. Ruth and I have explored a little bit of bondage, impact play. I guess I'm trying to get her more into the social aspect of DS play right now. Like, BDSM is all well and good. The stuff that really tips me off is like the mental activation that comes along with it, the respect that happens outside of the bedroom is really the stuff that gets me interested in what happens inside of the bedroom. So, we're working with particular pet names. I'm trying to get her into the habit of calling me sir when it's appropriate. I would say we're actually more flexible with this than a lot of people are accustomed to.
All right. Well, also at that point, you guys are also just entering kind of the kink in and of itself.
Right.
And hopefully you guys are doing your research along the way.
Yes.
Now, is this just you guys doing your research and going out on your own? Do you have a mentor?
No, we don't.
Are you guys enjoying going at it on your own?
So far, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not opposed to having advisement from another dom. Like I've actually considered it before. I haven't really met or conversed with anybody that's expressed an interest up until this point.
Mm-hmm. Damn you, phone. Hey, don't. Hey, I was getting that with my foot. Remember I was the one who was texting with my feet to maintain a long-distance relationship?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. My first midnight sushi, remember?
Okay.
Jody called me out on it. Dude, he's texting with his fucking feet.
Okay.
No? All right, go back to the archives, folks.
I guess it would be more accurate to say that my mentor so far has been somebody I've never met, and my first sub. Like, my actual dom training did happen as a result of meeting a sub and then sort of getting into the flow of things with her. So maybe I've had an atypical experience thus far.
Well, I guess we can talk off air.
Are we off air?
No, not yet. I meant later.
Okay.
If you guys wanted to stick around for a bit. All right, what kinks are you guys interested in playing? I mean, or was it more along the lines of you don't quite know what's out there, you wouldn't mind someone listing them off?
I'm looking for another boy. I want another boy.
Aw.
I mean,
Down boy, married.
No. Just thoughts.
Well, it's like, all right, some of my favorite things, fireplay.
We've done some hot wax stuff.
yeah, that was
Okay.
nice.
All right, there's hot wax. Now, have you guys seen fireplay before? Actual fireplay? No, because your only other event has been KGN where they don't allow fireplay. All right, well...
They don't actually talk about that in the preliminary session. All they talk about is how, like, yellow, brown, and rainbow is not okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm not into any of that stuff. But pretty much anything else
All
would
right.
intrigue me.
Well, also a lot of that has to do is because they do qualify under the umbrella term as edge play, not to be confused with, knife edge play. Granted, that's also in edge play. Things that are generally in the realm of really, really possible to do something stupid with. Like fire play. I mean, really, you're using a controlled flammable substance to inflame a person. It's fun. Like fire cupping, also fun, but very easy to fuck up, but very, very, very easy to do correctly. One of my other favorites, electroplay.
There was a really cool Naughties event on Electroplay that I went to, and a bunch of people showed up. There was someone wearing like a full mask with electrodes on their body, and there were people using kind of like modalities on the body. So if they would touch you with them, you would get kind of like a little like electric shock on your skin, and it was awesome.
Yeah,
It was a very cool night.
I met the couple before Naughties. I've known of them, met them a couple times. So yeah, I actually know those people you're talking about. I can't remember the name though. But yeah, I know
Yeah,
who
they
you're
were
talking
an
about.
older, like, they totally looked like, dare I say normal. And she had an awesome time. It was
And
very cool.
We've already learned that she is fond of the sharp and pointy things. You?
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, due to the suspensions.
Yeah.
I don't really think of that as sharp and pointy, interestingly enough, but I can sort of draw the connection.
I hate being pierced. I mean, I've had probably like 3 dozen piercings in my life. Now I only have like one. Like the same thing, the act of like, I have a lot of tattoos, but I still complain about getting them. Like I still, like when I bump my head, I still am like, that fucking hurts. I mean, it's an interesting, I guess, dynamic with discomfort.
Well, that's because there's a difference between discomfort and pain,
Sure.
especially in a masochistic mind. I mean,
Sure, yeah.
I know masochists, they don't exactly orgasm
But I
when they
don't-
stub their toe or
Well,
walk on a
right,
Lego.
exactly. But I don't think that
Unless
everyone
that's their kink.
compartmentalizes it that way. I think some people, if you're not into that, you associate pain with everything negative, and that's not the case for me or us in general. That I like pain, I guess.
All right, well, into getting to the sharp and pointies, how about knives?
Honestly, as someone who's really well trained in like between being a hairdresser, and also what I do as a side job. I'm not into it.
Well, no, you don't necessarily cut the skin. You don't have to cut the skin for knife play. It's more about introducing cold steel to someone as form of sensation.
If
Yo,
it's not sharp, I mean, cold
Hold
and
up.
steel.
Hold up. Like, this woman knows how to work magic with a straight razor. This is actually her
I guess,
specialty.
yeah.
She does hair, but she's also a very, very talented barber. And she did my cheeks and my neck and my brows with the same straight razor last night. And
Fantastic job.
It was kind of terrifying, actually, to have a straight razor on my neck for the first time. I've never done that before. So, like, knife play, you're actually more
I guess I didn't
on
think of it
base
that way.
than
Yeah,
you think
yeah.
you are.
I do absolutely adore straight razoring.
Yeah, she's into it.
Now, do you like having
I know
it
she's
taken
into it.
to you, or
Sure. I mean, I love teaching it. I also teach people how to do it. So I would volunteer as a model. I do it on myself. I like introducing people to things that they might be terrified of. So
I like introducing people to things that they're terrified of, but generally while they're being terrified. We're out?
well, now what am I supposed to drink?
There's more moonshine.
Are you driving?
If I stop drinking, like now.
Well, you can drink. It's fine.
Aw.
Okay. Twist my
Please
arm.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to get hammered then.
All right, well,
That's a really interesting concept, actually. Knife play. That's
Yeah.
probably something you should explore further. Like, you're looking to get a straight razor tattooed on
Yeah.
yourself. Like, you're clearly into the knife. You just
But
need
it
to explore
doesn't.
further.
But to her, that's not a knife because you're not going Michael Myers on someone.
No, I have no intent. I mean, to me, intention is everything.
But what
And
if you
when-
did?
I would
Like,
be
what if you went
careless. I think that's part of it. I think it's not. I'm not there mentally, but I believe that every person in the chair is there mentally. I think the dynamic in a barbering chair is really interesting. I mean,
I feel like you should
it's
do this
everything's
now
a little
as
Sweeney
rite of
Todd-ish,
passage.
I think.
Like you were telling me, I've never cut somebody before. Don't worry. Like, what if you'd actually cut somebody?
I mean, there's a first for. I cut myself constantly. I just have no ill will. I have no ill intention to do that. And I think once you introduce that idea, I don't as. I mean, I think
What
this
if
goes
you could honestly
because
say
I'm a
to your
sub
clientele,
and I don't know.
I've never cut somebody unless they asked for it.
No, I'm not into that either. I'm not into. I don't do that. I don't because I'm not into that. I'm not.
It's not her kink.
No.
Okay.
Everybody's got a kink,
Just
and that's not
pushing
one of
it.
hers.
See
No,
if you're into it.
no. I think. I mean, I only want good things for people. I mean, I would never.
Well, what if that is their good thing?
For the right amount of money, I'll do anything. But
Remember our rule 1.
for the right amount of money, I'll do anything.
Okay. All right, so I guess since we are at about the hour and a half mark, right, Hammer?
It's your show.
You guys want to
want
keep
drink?
going?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have more, do you have more questions?
Oh, I have mountains of other questions, but I think that
Oh, there was an interesting point of contention. Did you bring that up with what Josh just said?
using a tool that she uses for a job is different than something used for play.
I would agree.
Yeah, said object wouldn't be used as dual purposes. Well, he's not exactly wrong. Like, I mean,
How is he not exactly wrong?
Yo, okay, so I work in IT, and one day I was standing there with a Cat 5 cable in my hands, and I was like, holy fuck, this would make a really great flogger. If I could get just a few more of these. And then I researched it on Google, and it exists. It's called the Cat 509 Tails.
Mm-hmm.
There are crosses between work and play.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is kind
Oh,
of
and
what
definitely.
makes it...
I mean, there's a reason why I enjoy barbering hair in the dynamic as well. I mean, I pull hair. But I'm not. I mean, but it's not.
Malicious.
No.
No.
It's technical.
Neither is
And
knife play.
And I
for
think
that
per
matter.
Josh's wording,
Yeah.
as far as dual purpose
Why
objects,
isn't Josh here? Why
he's
is-
at
Family.
family.
Okay.
So he can listen, he can
Next
type,
time.
but yeah. Next time we can pervert him. It's more along the lines of, I believe he's kind of more referring to safety. I mean, because, let's say you were performing knife play on someone and you did cut their skin. You don't want to take that to someone's hair the next day.
Right.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying as far as, like, I mean, I use a new blade on everyone.
Right.
The majority of my job is not transferring things from one person to another.
Bloodborne pathogen training is
right.
a thing.
I'm licensed
even
by
for
the
hair.
health department. I'm not
Right.
licensed by anyone who gives a shit how good I do hair. And as someone who works with a straight blade, I take that really seriously. And I also take that really seriously because of what I do on the side. I'm a placenta encapsulationist. So I handle other people's organs really regularly, and I don't want to get sick or make them sick. So I practice universal precautions very often as a hairdresser and as an encapsulationist.
Fun. I have no idea what that job entails.
I turn the placenta. First I make a print out of it. So part of what I'm hired for is to do placenta art. I make a print of the placenta, and then I process it into a vitamin that recently mothered person ingests postpartum for multiple reasons.
Fantastic.
Google it if you care.
Yeah, we will. Generally speaking, I guarantee our tens and tens of listeners definitely will at some point.
Can I have a drink, Hammer?
Yes, what would you like?
I don't know what's in the fridge.
What's in the fridge is a lot.
What's in the fridge?
A lot. All right. So
Now what?
Work, play, work, play, work, play. You know what, folks? We're at that hour and a half mark, so why don't we continue our other conversations off air, and maybe we'll see if we can get you guys back on. You guys think you might be game for another shot at Midnight Sushi?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yay. So, Hammer, do you want to get in on the send-off?
See ya.
So, folks, if you like
He's
what you
tending
hear,
to me.
if you want to hear more of it, obviously look us up on badhabitsnetwork.net. Find us all over social media. Oh, fuck it. Just get up on it.